Oh my God.
Oh yeah! Yeah!
He did this for the gingers, dude. This is ginger rights, bro. This is ginger rights. Like, he's doing ginger rights and ginger wrongs. Like, honestly, he's like, oh yeah, you guys have made fun of us for far too long. Like, guess what, dude? I'll do it.
Happened. What's wrong
They're
with
also
you
very
people?
rare.
You don't know what real danger looks like anymore.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we close out season 23 with Conan O'Brien. He's an Emmy Award-winning talk show host who had a nearly 3-decade-long run on late night. You can keep up with him these days on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, wherever you get your podcasts. And he also has a brand new travel.
Have you ever heard of the Ricky Ray Rector? Killed a cop and then shot himself in the head in a suicide attempt. The surgery saved his life, but effectively lobotomized him. He spent 45 minutes helping them find a vein and reportedly was saving his last meal's dessert for later. Sorry for the essay. That's not an essay. It's a very commonplace situation for many of those who are on death row. Most of the time, they are literally intellectually and mentally disabled, like to a degree where they absolutely have no idea what they're doing. It's so goddamn frequent that there are literal moves. There are literal political organizations like the one in Florida that I remember working with that try to stop the execution of mentally disabled black people specifically, because it's like a very commonplace thing. It's that commonplace. America loves killing disabled black people, like loves it.
Show visiting Conan fans all over the world. It's called Conan O'Brien Must Go, and it's set to release on Max April 18th. Conan O'Brien, welcome to the show.
Sean, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I ask in good faith, how are you around hot sauce before we get started?
I grew up in an Irish house and an Irish Catholic home in Boston. I never saw spice till I was about 52 years old. So I'm terrible with hot food. I grew up on tasteless food. So this is a whole new experience for me.
This is going to be great.
If you don't mind, Sean, I'd like to get a quick baseline read. I brought my personal physician, Dr. Arroyo. This is Dr. Arroyo.
Hi, how are you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Okay. You don't have to talk to him, just to me. Just get a baseline temperature. What are we looking at?
97.8.
97.8. I run a little cool. Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Also, been my doctor for about 25 years.
Yeah.
Where did you go to medical school?
In 1998.
Where?
Where?
Oh, out of state.
You should go.
Okay.
I apologize. Dr. Arroyo, he's not the best, but he's very affordable. Okay. All right. Getting nothing here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Is this what you got? I guess this is where you start, right? I don't fear your wings, man. Bring what you got,
words,
okay?
bro.
So the travelogue is
Can I
taken
keep
up.
these?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
A little
That's a
meat
good
left.
spot for him, yeah.
No.
So the travelogue has taken on so many different forms, from the anthropological approach of someone like Anthony Bourdain to the thrill-seeking perspective of a personality like Bear Grylls.
Yes.
How would you define comedy's role in the genre? Like, is it a hack being funny and connecting with new people and cultures?
I love travel, and my mission is that you learn nothing about the country. My job is that you know less about the country after I'm done than when I started. So that's why I love this new show, is Max just let us go for it. And we visited a bunch of countries, and you're dumber. You're dumber after you see the show, but we had a lot of fun.
Was there anything intentional about releasing the show?
I kind of like that. There's so many shows that literally teach you everything about the country. Time for a show that does the opposite. I'm into it.
On your birthday? Or is that just a charming coincidence?
Thank you for doing your research. It was a total coincidence. HBO Max called us. Is it HBO Max or just Max?
I think it's just straight Max.
I can't get used to it. That's not a better name. Anyway, Max said, Max, that really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It is kind of personal because it's just like someone's name. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like, I'm just picturing
Max, this said, hey, you're gonna drop I think that's what the kids say, on April 18th. And I said, hey, that's my birthday. And they went, huh. So I don't think it was anything intentional. It just happened to be my birthday.
Well, happy birthday to you, Conan.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Are you ready to move on here to sauce number 2 on that note?
Yeah, please, because that first one I got nothing. What's this? What kind of sauce is this?
So this one is called Smokey J here.
Smokey J.
Smokey J.
Anything I need to know about this sauce before I bite in?
I think the less you know, the better.
Okay. Okay, Smokey J. I like this. So far, I am unfazed. Do you mind if I?
Yeah, no, go ahead. It's
just
your
wanna have a bunch
jacket,
of-
your wings.
Thank you.
Take ownership from that
Thank
side
you.
of the table. Go ahead. How often do you show up on location somewhere, right? You get to a destination, and your first and immediate thought is, how the hell am I gonna make this funny?
Often. That's 70%. 70% of the time, and what I call it, I talk to my head writer, Mike Sweeney, and I say, you've brought me to a comedy vacuum. There's nothing here. There's nothing. Once we were doing a shoot in Finland, and I was in the Arctic Circle, and I was standing on a tundra, and in the distance, about 400 yards away, were some reindeer, and my producers just said, and go. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do, improv with a sheet of ice? But in those situations, sometimes when you think it's gonna go very badly, it goes well. Sometimes you think, oh my God, I have it made. This is the perfect remote, and you can't get anything. So it's always going to a Vegas craps table. You never know. Again, it's called Hot Ones. What the f is going on? This is nothing.
I'll remember
You
these.
got nothing.
I'll remember these words, Conan.
Conan's gonna get, he's gonna have a hot. This isn't even, I've yet to had any spice at all.
And you know what? I've got a little eye watering. I think you're
I
gonna
think
teach
that's because
me.
you're meeting your idol.
I think.
That's what's happening. I get that from just about everyone in your demographic.
Right.
Conan, oh, their eyes about to cheer up.
Yeah, go ahead. There you go. You got 3 in there.
Yeah.
So in a late night show, when you see the host toss a commercial, right?
Yep,
And then
yep.
they lean in and they talk to the guest with the mics cut.
Yeah.
Is that usually like a real chat? And if so, what are some of the go-to
It depends
topics of
on the
conversation?
host. In the old days, back in the days when I was doing it, and there was just a couple of us, oftentimes there wasn't much chat. Really not much at all. You know, if you were talking to a letterman, he wouldn't say too much. The other guy, you know, I don't know where he was, but I always tried to make something happen. I tried to keep the rhythm going. And sometimes if I couldn't get them interested, I'd try and say something provocative, like, I bet you live 4 more years tops. And you could see them get a little rattled and the band would be playing, but I just wanted to keep them alert. But I remember I said that to B. Arthur,
Straight up.
and I was right.
B. Arthur. You
Yeah.
said that to B. Arthur.
Yeah, I said 4 years tops. And it was 3 years, 11 months.
The sands of time.
Yeah.
Was he talking about Jay Leno when he said the other guy? That's so funny. Why is chat glazing up this guy? He's just a comedian, is a question that someone asked. Conan O'Brien is a legend. Probably, in my opinion, probably the best late night, consistently the best late night host. And O.G. Simpson's writer, he's great. He's very funny. I've always been a fan. He's still like a big union supporter. Jimmy Kimmel is actually funny though. I wouldn't put Jimmy Kimmel in the same category as Conan O'Brien. I said OG, original gangster Simpsons writer, not O.J. Simpson. Brilliant, even though he is technically the classic Harvard Crimson, Harvard National Lampoon guy. I still like him a lot. For those of you who don't know, the National Lampoon is a Harvard comedy newspaper. It's like basically a club. If you want to work at SNL or any of these like old school comedy institutions, you have to go to Harvard and you have to join the Lampoon. Straight up.
And I was right.
B. Arthur. You
Yeah.
said that to B. Arthur.
Yeah, I said 4 years tops. And it was 3 years, 11 months.
The sands of time.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I know you, this is important for me to say. I've watched your show. You are a very good interviewer.
Thank you.
And so without this, I mean, this is fun. I like this, and I get why you guys do it, and it's really fun and it's compelling. But you are a very serious interviewer. You take it seriously and you ask really good questions. So
thank you.
I'm very impressed with your dedication to it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
you'll
appreciate
cut that out, I'm sure. That won't make it in. No laughs there. What is this called?
This is Los Calientes, Verde.
Okay. Los Calientes. Okay, very nice. Dr. Arroyo.
Yes, sir.
Let's get a baseline pulse here.
Yeah.
It's starting to race a
Oh,
little
sure,
bit.
sure.
You're
Is
just
that
choking.
typical?
You're just choking.
So sorry.
No, you just feel for the pulse.
All right.
You've been with me for a long time, but
Yeah, it's there.
okay. He's very good.
I can
very
tell.
inexpensive.
I can tell.
Yeah, he has office in the desert.
What do you think is the most annoying trait or thing a guest can do when appearing on a talk show?
Oh my
The
God.
worst thing a guest can do is tell the audience it's not going well. I've seen it happen many times. It's an amateur move because the host can do a lot to let people think it's going great, even if it's not. There are many things the host
Are we talking about Israel today? No. I refuse to cover it. I've decided there's no longer any need to cover Israel.
can do. The host can be enjoying. Yeah. The host
I'll bite. What's Israel? What is that? No jokes. I'm trying to learn. What's that about? What is that? Be honest.
can act a little bit. The host can do things. Audiences want to see a good show. They want to see a good interview. And I was always amazed when someone would come out and they'd be doing okay. And they'd make a couple of jokes and it's fine. And then they would just go, and they would look right out to camera and they would say, this just isn't going very well, is it? And you could feel, I would look out at the audience, maybe 200 people sitting there, and I'd see 200 souls leave 200 bodies and float up through the ceiling. Because they were just told they were not getting a good show.
Right.
No, that's not show business. Show business is you're getting the greatest show in the world. I don't think there's a wing here that I can't eat like it's ice cream. I seriously, I don't think there's a wing on this table that I cannot devour like it's Cool Whipped Cream on an August afternoon, okay?
You're like Ric Flair cutting a promo right now.
Exactly.
All right? That's the energy that I'm picking up on. Yeah, you're really challenging the wings over.
Dr. Arroyo, please, could you step in? My pocket's getting full.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Is there a most harrowing encounter with wildlife that you can recall from all the times that you had animal experts on the show?
Yes. It happened during the Turner phase of my career. We had someone who brought a lot of animals on, and one of them was a water buffalo. Massive beast. And I'm standing next to it, and I said, well, I don't even know what we do with it. And someone, a producer, just said, well, just hop up on it. I'm in rehearsal mode. So you just do what you're told. And as I'm getting up on it, Andy said, don't get on that. But of course, I never listened to Andy.
You gotta commit to the bit.
So I get up on the water buffalo, and as my ass hits the water buffalo, beast this size, it freaks, it tosses me up into the air. We had it on camera. I go up, and I come down on my hip on a cement floor. And as you know, in a studio, cement, it's poured concrete so the cameras can roll. So I bounce off my hip. It really... Water buffalo makes this bellowing sound, charges, everyone runs away, all the cameramen run away, takes out a camera. Camera people are scrambling, and slips and falls, then gets up and looks at me. I am lying on the floor, I jump and I run in the other direction and leap over the talk show couch. I had a hematoma on my hip that was so big I couldn't get my jeans on or off. So they like had to cut me out of my jeans. It was this giant, and I just kept thinking, why? It's because you do a show every day. You get into the let's go, let's get this thing going. And I'm there and I'm just thinking about the next thing. And a voice just said, hop on. And I did.
False sense of security.
Just
the rhythm of the show.
Absolute idiocy. But I lived to tell the tale. And the water buffalo and I made amends. We're good now. Great. Fantastic.
I need it. I love it. I love it.
Clip Conan's talking about.
The water buffalo is fine if you're worried about the water buffalo. It's an amazing bruise. I've never been prouder of anything than I am. Drop trout and show him right now.
I had to scroll to see if it was like TOS, Chad. Come on. Do you ever like see a bruise and then it like hurts you a little bit inside, internally? Like that's how it feels like, wow, looking at this. That's a sign you're an empath? What? Okay, dude.
Now, I have one question. Were you gasping at the bruise or the actual color of my skin?
Off topic, will you be gaming today? Love the Walking Dead playthrough. You know it, baby. You crazy? Of course I'm gonna be gaming today.
No, I'll see what the problem is.
I know you might be running out of pockets.
No,
Thankfully,
I got
you
it.
do have a lot of them.
That's okay. We got pockets.
Do you take any kind of perverse pride in the sheer number of hours of television that you've created?
I was never that excited about.
Are you gonna play season 2 or season 3? No, season 1, episode 4. Where are you getting this information from?
To me, it's whether it's good or not, or you know, and
If you had to pick between Bill or Conan being on the broadcast, which redheaded boy are you picking? Dude, what old Billy is? That's not even a question. Bill Burr is probably my number one guest, like dream guest. That's not even a question, dude. I love Conan, but Bill Burr over Conan as far as like a guest goes. Oh, Chad was asking if I want to play season 3 or 2 or 3 after finishing season 1. Wait, why would I jump to season 3? I will be playing season 2.
so to me, it was much more stay focused on. Let's really try and keep trying to make something that's really memorable and will stick around, and then get back to it.
And what I'm interested in is how it looks in the rear view for you. Like, does it all fit neatly into distinct eras, or is it all kind of a blur?
I would say there are eras. There's the early era in 93 to 95 where I'm living in sheer terror all the time because I'm waiting for a phone call any second that I've been canceled. So that is a real era. That whole run, Rockefeller Center, feels like an era. All the craziness I went through in whatever 2010 is a distinct chapter. Turner is a distinct chapter. Getting to do the podcast, which I love. Sitting down and getting to talk to somebody for an hour is such a joy after almost 3 decades of, that was great, thanks a lot. Okay, we're gonna take a little break, we'll be right back. You know, that I loved it, but I love this a lot.
Different kind of muscle.
It's different now, and I love trying this. And then with this new Max show coming out April 18th, I just like that we're really getting the resources to do one of these the way I always wanted to do it.
He's so ginger, dude. It's like freakish. It is crazy how ginger he is.
So, yeah, I would say they look.
His level of ginger is like when his eyebrows and his eyelashes are ginger.
Like very distinct, separate times. Oh, my hands are all, hold on a sec. Dr. Arroyo! Can you open this, please?
Multifaceted, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Whoa.
What's gonna happen? What's wrong with
Wait, what? He's got his genetic ancestry tested and he's 100% Irish, no joke. There are signs of inbreeding. Oh my God.
Really?
He said, you're 100%. And I said, well, I didn't know what to make of this. I said, what does it mean? He said, it means you're inbred.
Hey, Clay.
He said it like that, you're
girl.
inbred. And I was like, I mean, first of all, that's very rude. But then all this stuff started to make sense to me. Do you know what I mean? Everything.
I like showing these bits of Conan while we're listening to him because I feel like you get to see how naturally charismatic and funny he is. He's just great. Like off the cuff. Like he's a very funny dude. We should react to some of his Conan abroad sometimes. I adore nothing more than when you say empathetically positive stuff with the most deadpan flat tone. I know you are genuinely excited and positive. It's just so silly, the juxtaposition. Wait, really? Do I do that? I am not aware of it. That's weird. I'm a weird guy. Is that a clem chatter? Sure, that's a clem chatter. That wasn't even a top of the hour ad break debate, so that was a clem chatter. Not gonna lie, I thought you were high all the time until you said you don't smoke. Wait, what? People thought I was high all the time? Dude, it's so weird when you find out how you're perceived. Like, way weirder than the top of the hour ad break coming in right now at the top of the hour. I had no idea. Yeah, I've never had a sober stream, brother. You give off major stoner vibes? Wait, really? You're a creep. You're a weirdo. Empath Hasanabi. Yeah, what the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Guys, stop saying no, he doesn't want the ban. You guys are not old enough to know that he's doing He's doing Radiohead. Also, emphatic, not empathetic, means excitable or high energy. You come off as a stoner until you pop off on a dumbass shatter. Wait, that's so weird, man. What? Am I actually chill? I thought I was like always yelling. What is it? Anyway, I must be high thinking that I ran the top of the hour ad break, but I don't. I think it comes off as if you're tired or jaded. Sometimes I am tired and jaded. What? Not a stoner vibe, but like stoner honesty. You sound like an atheist stoner. Are you not doing it on purpose right now? I feel like I'm being gaslit. No, I'm not doing any. Has my attitude changed since I don't know. Has my attitude changed at all? See, I'll put it up a little bit. I'll get a little bit more excited. No, it's because you have the bro accent. Do I have a bro accent? I feel like people are just saying shit now. What the f is a bro accent? I hear this all the time. And I've never actually corrected someone or asked, but I genuinely don't know what that means. I don't know when people say like, oh, you give off like a bro. Well, I guess I am, but also I just have never really examined it. You sound like you just post statements as questions as to not agree or disagree. You sound like a dude, bro. Chat is absolutely just saying shit. I don't know. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's finish this interview.
With you people. You don't know what real danger looks like anymore.
Incredible.
Yeah. So, my question to you is there a point when these get warm? Just a little bit warm? Anything at all?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Oh, here's a question for you.
Yes.
Is it true that while writing at SNL that you would sometimes go downstairs to Letterman's 6A studio and then write material from his desk at the studio?
I would sit. They had like a covering over his desk to protect it from any asshole. And so our studios were at 9, and I would go down to, he was in 6A, which is the studio I eventually took over, but I didn't know that was gonna happen. And I would sit at Dave's desk, and I had Dave's perspective, and I would sit there and I would work on a sketch. And then this crazy situation develops. 1 in a billion chance where I get a chance to audition for that show and then get it. But if you had told me that when I was sitting behind Dave's desk as a Saturday Night Live writer, I'd have said there's no way. I'd have also said there's no way there's ever gonna.
Oh yeah, that's true. Is it because he's a redhead and redheads have a higher pain tolerance? Is that what it is?
Gonna be a Charlie Rose show where you eat hot wings.
Or wait, I thought redheads have a lower pain tolerance. Do redheads have a higher pain tolerance or a lower pain tolerance? Because Will is a ginger, and that boy, I mean, he can run through a brick wall, but he will complain about like a minor injury. But I think that's just because he's a theater kid. Like I always have thought that he's a theater kid, so he's just like, I have been slain. And it's like, he got a paper cut. You know what I mean? We require about 25% more anesthesia. Yeah. Higher tolerance to anesthetic, lower tolerance to pain. No, I know that redheads need more anesthesia. I know that. Research has shown that people with red hair perceive pain differently than others. They might be more sensitive to certain types of pain and can require higher doses of some pain-killing medications. However, the study suggests that their general pain tolerance may be higher. People with red hair also respond more effectively to opioid pain medications, requiring lower doses. Okay, it's not the higher doses, it's lower doses. Wait, what? Redheads have a higher pain tolerance, but painkillers are less effective on them. It's very mid-racial passive. Will is more of a daywalker. Yeah, Will is a bit of a daywalker. To be fair, I'm the highest version of daywalker, where I'm so white, even though my beard grows red, only in the summer, and I have freckles. So I'm not a redhead at all, but I do have some redhead tendencies, like freckles, and my beard does turn red sometimes. I don't know why. I actually don't know why. Only my beard sometimes is red. Like, it's not always red. Yeah, I have white hairs. You have freckles. If Will is a ginger, so are you? No, Will is definitely way more ginger than me. It's when Chap sucks part of your soul. The white hairs are absolutely Chat. Everywhere your beard turns red, it will turn white. Trust me. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder if that's the reason why my beard has turned white. I think here is like the white patch. I have a white patch on my beard. Blue eyes are a genetic mutation. I thought blue eyes was inbreeding. Hair genetics are friend is blonde, beard is red, but has the body hair of a New Jersey Italian father. Oh my God. Eating pussy can bleach your hair red.
But I would have been wrong both times.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. You can't predict the future. You just don't know
Can
what's going to
only
happen.
connect the dots looking back, never
Yeah.
looking forward. When you took over that 6A studio, did you see any remnants of the old guard? Were there like pencils stuck in the ceiling or anything
No,
like that?
because they put us in different offices, so we were not in Dave's offices, but we had his studio. There weren't remnants, but there were physical remnants. There were people. There were camera people. There was this guy, Bailey, who was a cameraman who had been with Dave the whole time.
Bro, I thought that they were dyed. What do you mean? They're Afghans with bread-ass orange hair and beards, bro. This ain't a dye. That's just natural. I'm pretty sure that's dyed, homie. Dude, be like, there are Afghans where they just look like they have eye makeup on. It's like, yeah, because they do have eye makeup on.
And so he was our cameraman. I'll never forget that we kept coming up with these ideas that were much more, involved a lot of running around. I was kinetic, Robert's kinetic, the writers we hired were very kinetic. I had just turned 30. So all my ideas were, I've got an idea, I start running, and the camera's running with me, and I jump out the window, and the cameraman jumps too. And Bailey, who had been there probably since the 50s, and was used to watching, you know, shooting, I don't know, some
Edward R. Murrow?
Edward R. Murrow smoke a cigarette down to the filter. No filter. It's Edward R. Murrow, goddammit. That's what he was used to. And then suddenly, I'm here saying, I've got an idea, Bailey, we're gonna put rockets on your feet. And you're gonna fire you down the hall. How old are you, Bailey? 77. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, Bailey. Fun! Arroyo, por favor. Get that over. My hands are very slippery. Was it a 4-year medical school?
It was supposed to be. There you go.
Did you ever graduate? He's gone.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Come on, man, are we doing this or not?
Yeah, no, I'm with
Are
you.
we doing it or not?
No, I'm on the same
What's
page.
the point of even being alive if we can't do this?
Right, now I really do feel alive. I do feel alive.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I might hiccup through this whole thing.
Yeah. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this one.
A little tremor.
It's just starting to peek through, you know? I'm feeling it a little bit.
I can't stop
There's a little bit of a burning,
No.
but not much.
Which U.S. president do you think would be the best podcast guest on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend?
See, you tried to talk,
Yep.
but your lips have been paralyzed, and what I heard was,
I got that out. I think maybe you're having a problem
No,
hearing
I don't think
this,
it's
all right?
I think everyone in the studio will agree.
Which U.S. president do you think would make the best podcast guest on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend?
Do they have to be living?
No, of course
Richard
not.
Nixon.
Nixon?
Oh my God, it'd be fantastic. He's such a comedy figure. When you think about it, and we could get into water, and then he would try to be funny, like, I've got a funny idea. You know, it'd be fantastic. The voice alone, I would have to.
Yeah, he's amped up, bro. He's definitely feeling it now. Think the heat is kicked in, baby.
Say, probably Lincoln. Can I just take a second and say this is starting to hit?
He's a pussy for not saying Trump, by the way. That's like typical liberalism. Because honestly, Trump is, I mean, sure, Richard Nixon is actually pretty good because you're talking about like dead people as well. But I do think Trump would be the second best after Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon's a good one.
Hit. I think.
No, yeah.
Can I just say, I don't have a lot of regrets in my career. Pouring this onto the wing
Right.
and then licking it off.
And
In retrospect, I bet you it's good footage.
no, yeah, it's good.
But
it's good TV.
I'm starting to feel some sensations.
And you know what, Conan? If you weren't so braggadocious in this front half, I probably would have stopped you from doing that.
No,
you know,
no,
I would have
can't.
protected you
can't.
from yourself.
You can't stop me from being who I am.
That's exactly
To
right.
quote my hero, Popeye, I am what I am. Okay? I said it and Gandhi said it. And Popeye, that is who I am. I've got to go for it. Whatever I do, I have to go 110%.
I know, you gotta commit to the bit. Gotta commit
It's
to
not
the
a bit. This is life.
This
Is
show
this
is
a
a-
bit to
this
you?
show's a
Because it's
fucking
not
bit.
a bit. It's your show. Don't say commit to the bit. This is life.
Right, you're
You gotta
right.
grab it by the balls.
No,
Dr.
you know what?
Dr. Arroyo, would you check on my
Yeah.
friend here? Just get a quick test.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not good? Do you have anything beyond that?
No, he's.
Okay, I'll
Not
just
a real-
take you at face value on
Yeah,
that. Not
yeah.
good.
Dude, it's funny. He's like snot's coming out of his nose, dude. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's. He's not a good doctor. He's an affordable doctor.
Do you have a favorite mediocre president?
Well,
Yes, I said noise. Shut up.
that's a good one. Mediocre president? That's so mean. I'm gonna go with Warren Harding. Okay? Good-looking guy. He was in the Oval Office like 3 days, and he wrote on a note, "I am not fit to be president. This job is too hard." And then to solve matters, he takes a train trip and dies mysteriously because he ate some bad lobster. So
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of awesome. He's a real one for that. I would not discount him for this. It's just like, that's awesome.
you gotta give it up for Warren G. Harding, in my opinion. Right? Don't you think?
No argument there.
Yeah, he knew he couldn't do the job and said, you know what, has anyone got some lobster that's been out too long? I want to eat it on a train where there's no refrigeration.
It's definitely a bit of an L to die to lobster, though. Like, that's crazy.
And that's what they did.
Don't do it.
Don't do the sauce? What's on the sauce? I can't get this open.
There we go.
And a little bit of this on it?
Yeah, go. I'll join you at the
That's the sound the Three Stooges used to make when they were doing anything destructive. Everyone watch the Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Mistake. I like to announce my mistakes up front.
Go ahead. This is not a mistake. Nothing about this is a mistake. Every step of the way. And
Worst part about it isn't it the pain going in. It's also the pain that you will receive going out. Okay, it's hard to go down. If it's hard to go down, it's gonna be hard to take it out too.
intentional. Incredible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Someone save him. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah! 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 I've never felt so alive.
I love it. I love it. Me too.
I'm
I'm right
erect
here.
for the first time in 15 years. This is to you.
Hey, to you.
Call the wife. Okay, yeah, you gotta. I mean, at this point, what are you gonna do? This is tell us what we're eating here.
He did this for the gingers, dude. This is ginger rights, bro. This is ginger rights. Like, he's doing ginger rights and ginger wrongs. Like, honestly, he's like, oh yeah, you guys have made fun of us for far too long. Like, guess what, dude? I'll do it.
So this is the Last Dab experience. It is made with almost pure Pepper X. Oh my gosh. I gotta join you at the party. Going out with a bang.
You gotta go. Isn't this the season finale?
You're exactly right. There needs to be a fireworks display to close things out.
Oh my god, he's dabbing that shit on.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
I'm ready. Oh my gosh.
You say this is pure pepper? Mm-hmm. So there's nothing here. There's no insulation. There's no safety net.
No. Straight concentrated pepper to the dome. Incredible. Incredible.
I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I feel?
No.
Is it gonna hit me now? It's gonna hit me soon, right?
It's got a build on it.
It's gotta build. It's starting to build right now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, it's building.
Yeah. And it's kind of not gonna stop.
No, this isn't gonna
But
stop.
that's okay. I got a little bit of a wind up.
Yeah, it's coming fast.
I know.
It's coming fast.
We're approaching the peak of the mountain here. But Conan O'Brien, the good news is that's a wrap on our lunch date with the Wings of Death. We're here about to drop.
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
I'm not
You didn't come
questioning
up
that.
with one
I'm
wing
not
that
questioning
had
that.
any effect on Conan, because he's here to stay.
Bro, his eyes are bleeding, it looks like.
Ah, woo! Ah, woo!
If you were crafting a curriculum of a comedy survey course, can you give us one book to make sure that your students understand that the building blocks of comedy are not at all new?
What are you gonna read? Read widely and read well. There's comedy in the Old Testament. There's comedy in the New Testament. You can read All kinds of stuff. Just don't lock yourself in to it's got to be some comedy from the last 10 years. No, there's great comedy out there that was written a long time ago.
Bro, put it down.
What's funnier?
Put it down. Put the bottle down, Conan. Conan, put the mother bottle down, big dog. Don't do it.
Don Quixote, Sancho Panza. You know, this is good stuff. The classics are funny. You know, you can read Chaucer's tales. They're funny. There's funny everywhere. Don't be a snob. Look high and look low. A Mad Magazine is funny. There's funny stuff online all the time. There's no reason for us to try and exclude one category over another. These aren't the rantings of someone who's had some bad chemicals and overdid it to be funny and relevant to people who are at least 50 years younger than him. This is a guy who's just being on a show, and it's legitimate. So I say here's to you, Sean. You're a great motherfucking host.
Right back.
And I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad we had a great time.
Oh.
And I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Wise words from a wise and stable man.
Yes,
Conan
from a man
O'Brien
who's doing
taking
everything
on
he can
the wings of death
to be on the
and
show
living
that everyone
to tell
young
the
wants him
tale.
to be on.
Just barely, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
I have a show. It's on Max. They used to call it HBO, but people found that too popular. So now it's Max, because that really rolls off the tongue. And it's a funny show. 4 episodes are going to drop at me going all over the world. You can check it out April 18th. That's right. My intestines have turned into acid, and I can still remember the plug. That's a professional. If there was a mic drop, I'd do one, but I do a wing drop. April 18th, check it out. Dr. Arroyo!
Oh, God. Huh? Yeah, it's not good. That's dead either.
You're not a doctor, are you?
I should be.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Was he gonna tell you what it's at?
No, he doesn't even understand the numbers.
It's up 2 degrees from when the start of the show. No lie.
That's the info I was after.
I love how you ruined me, but saved your suede jacket.
Well, I literally just bought
I know. Trust me.
literally
I love
just
that jacket,
bought-
and I do not want to get anything on it.
You know the jacket.
I admire a guy who hosts Hot Ones and wears beautiful suede. Oh, yeah!
He talked about doing this episode is hilarious.
People called Hot Ones where you...
Oh, yeah.
And so I
just did it.
I
Yeah.
just did Hot
Yeah.
Ones, and it dropped a couple of hours ago, and I lost my mind doing it. I completely had a complete breakdown, physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Is it really that bad? Is the hot
It's super hot. My problem...
Don't let this moment of entertainment allow you to forget that me and Sean Evans have long-standing beef. It's on site, okay? It's on site.